Joined now by a familiar face to the Big Sky Conference, Sam Herder of Hero Sports. Sam, appreciate you taking time to chat Big Sky football. The conference play has been unpredictable so far this season, to say the least. What have you learned watching the Big Sky over the last few weeks?
Yeah, it's been a very entertaining conference, and I think Montana State has established itself as the top team. And I think UC Davis has kind of started living up to its potential. Some other teams are kind of hard to figure out. Northern Arizona is hard to figure out, and Weber State is hard to figure out. There's a little more uncertainty in the middle of the conference standings than maybe some years past.
Which team do you think is a dark horse to make a late playoff push here?
Northern Arizona is kind of lingering, right now as a potential team that could make the playoffs because I think Montana State and UC Davis are both positioned pretty well to make the postseason. I think Montana can get in there as well. Idaho has had a brutal start to the season, just schedule wise, and that their schedule now eases up, and so I think the pathway is there for Idaho to also get into the postseason.
Montana State on the road to face Portland State. Montana State, of course, coming off that dominant top 10 win against Idaho. And then on the flip side, the Portland State Vikings, they have Dante Sacheret, National Player of the Week for his 200 rushing, 200 passing yard performance, 6 touchdowns. Seems like it could potentially be a trap game in a sense for the Bobcats. Who do you like in this one?
Just with how Montana State is playing right now, especially defense will travel well. Offensive line being dominant, that always travels well. So I think you have to favor the Cats. But you're right in that this could be a trap game. I think Montana State is just going to be too much to lose this one.
And finally, our game of the week, UC Davis going into the Inferno to face Eastern Washington on their homecoming. Who are you taking in this matchup?
Yeah, I'll take UC Davis, but I think it could be a pretty entertaining back and forth game. Two really good quarterbacks as well with this Vesperis going up against Hastings. And Hastings has had a huge role in UC Davis taking that next step as a team because I think he's elevated his play as well at quarterback.
Sam, appreciate you taking the time to chat Big Sky football. You'll be back with me next week for the midseason FCS All In Show.
All right, thanks. Thank you for having me.